In the Glasgow City of Scotland, COP26 meeting of developed and developing nations has decided to reduce the emissions of polluting gases in the world. Especially they have decided to stop the use of coal as fuel by 2050. However, apart from fossil fuel emissions, India has to fight other pollutions. The nation is fighting hard to balance its need to develop fast as an industrial hub and to curb the pollution which results due to rapid urbanization and industry growth. Thus, on the same day, we see two pictures. Falguni Nair became a wealthy lady by listing her cosmetic sales company, and ladies in North India celebrated Chhath Puja by taking a dip in polluted water in the rivers in the capital of India. Polluted rivers and water bodies are a common sight in India, and people who worship rivers do not feel ashamed about it. The capital of India is also becoming the pollution capital of the nation. Vehicular emissions are the major cause of polluting this city. This week, the courts have directed the Delhi government to ensure a lockdown so that the vehicular traffic slows down and people of Delhi can breathe easily. If we need a lockdown to fight climate change, isn't it as dangerous as the COVID pandemic? Winter is pleasant in India but deadly for the lights, since the smog coming from the burning of paddy stubble in the fields travel to the Delhi sky. Even if India follows all the measures, it will be very difficult to achieve the goal of climate change. Let's look at our mighty neighbor, China. China contributed to most of the world's polluting emissions during the last 4 decades. Its emissions per year have grown sixfold. Though India is third in the list, half of the world's pollution is done by Europe, America, and China. The per capita, that is, the per head emissions, are most in USA, then in China, and then in Europe.
In the last 25 years, US actually reduced the emissions per year, while China increased the pollution by 3 times. However, the data from leading agencies like BBC indicates that India has increased the pollution by twofold. India has a great dilemma. It needs to grow and also fight a climate change. The major source of emissions from India are through coal and fossil fuels, and our economy is still dependent on these sources of energy. However, there are various ways to reduce the emissions, and one is use of ethanol in the fuels. India needs to rapidly increase its solar and other non-fossil fuel capacity. It is difficult since many states like Odisha and Jharkhand's economy is dependent on coal reserves. Also, we need vast land to be occupied if we need large solar plants. As a result, we are still very short of our target of renewable energy production. Necessity is the mother of invention, and Indians are known for the jugaad since ages. One such project is the Canal Solar Power Project launched in Gujarat, India to use the 532 km long network of Narmada canals across the state for setting up solar panels to generate electricity. Takachar, a company in Delhi, has prepared a low cost machine that converts agricultural waste into low emission fuels and fertilizers. They have tested it for different crops and forest waste in India as well as in US. This can also help reduce forest fire and increase the income of forest dwellers and farmers. We need many such innovations to fight the climate change. Lastly, we need to go back to our philosophical roots. The principle of minimalism or aparigraha in Indian philosophy tells not to consume by harming the earth. This philosophy tells us to treat every living being as equal and limit our consumption to reduce the harm we cause by our industrial activities. Thus, innovation and real application of Indian philosophy can together help India fight climate change. Let's think seriously about it. Thank you